Sharp King coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com. Offer of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. Yes, sir. Holiday is over. Everything's back to normal. Most people are probably back to work, doing their regular routines. So I got a question from, I think it was Gary. Yeah, I think it was a long time listener. Gary wanted me to talk about how to deal with difficult people that treat other people badly. He left this comment about, I think it was last week, maybe the weekend. I'm not sure of the time frame that he left it exactly, but he wanted me to talk about how to deal with difficult people. And before I get into that, follow me on Instagram. Yeah, I keep forgetting about that. Follow me on Instagram. My handle over there is Sharp Game. If you search for Sharp Game, you find me on Instagram. Follow me over there. And like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. So, okay, when it comes to dealing with difficult people that you think are assholes or, maybe they just treat people badly, you can't take these people serious. I'm going to tell you why. Because what people do to you and what they say to you, most of the time, it's a reflection of how they see themselves. And you have to remember that hurt people hurt people. So you might think people are crazy as cat shit. You might think they lost their mind, in certain situations, which they probably did lose their mind. Or maybe they snapped. Who knows? But I don't know about you, but when I'm out and about, driving or walking or any place of business, any place of service, I don't take most people that serious. I really don't. I'm kind of on the other side of the coin. If they do something that I like, I'm kind of surprised. I kind of go into every situation where it's like, I'm not that optimistic when it comes to people, as much as maybe you are. I don't give people benefit of the doubt. I don't do any of that. When I meet somebody, I give them an F, and we'll go from there. And they work their way up the ladder. That's how I am. I don't give people the benefit of the doubt when I see them. So whenever somebody says or does something that I don't like, I don't get caught off guard. I don't get all upset. They can call me names all day long. It's not going to faze me one bit because I already know who I am at this point. So I don't need anybody to validate me, and I'm not looking for any type of validation. So, you can call. As a matter of fact, when I'm out and about, I'm kind of in a zone. I'm not really paying attention to what anybody else is doing. I don't really take them that serious. As long as they don't touch me or invade my space, I'm good to go. But I can be walking down the street, walking down the sidewalk, and somebody can yell out any derogatory name you can probably think of known to man. It won't faze me one bit because I don't know them. They don't know me. If they don't know my name, I keep it moving. If they don't call my name, I keep it moving. I don't really care about what anybody says about me, or you can talk about me all day until the cows come home. It doesn't really matter to me one bit. I mean, it just people are gonna show you who they are. If you people can't help but to tell you who they are. Just let them talk. They're gonna tell you everything. They're gonna tell you everything you need to know about their character. If you shut up long enough, a lot of them guys talk too much. Let the other people do the damn talking. But most of us, we're blah 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 blah. Like, damn, bro, you doing all the talking. you know. So I mean, I don't look for validation. I don't need it. The only person that I need to validate is the person that I see when I wake up and look in the mirror every day. So you're gonna run into people when you're on vacation at the best resorts, or when you're going through the airport. Every once in a while, you're gonna run into somebody that's gonna say something that's just uncalled for. So you have to know how to handle that. Don't get caught off guard. Don't take people that serious. I mean, I mean, if I don't know someone personally, it's nothing they can really say that can make me, I don't know, get all up in my feelings. I mean, I have to know them or care about them to some extent. Otherwise, I mean, I don't care. I mean, if I don't know them, you can call me every name in the book. I don't care what it is. I'll walk past you like you're invisible. I learned this when I was in the Navy. I walk past people like they don't exist. Just like they do me. I learned this when I was in the Navy. I walk past them like they don't exist. Like they, invisible. Yeah, I learned this when I was a 17-year-old working at a country club where I'm from. That was the first place I learned it. And then I mastered it when I went in the Navy. I started doing it to other people. Yeah, because, and just like, it's kind of like when somebody's driving, or maybe when someone's walking that you see, and you trying to get their attention and they don't see you because they have narrow vision. They kind of like, they have a one-track mind. So that's how I do when I'm out and about. You know, if of course if I see somebody I know, I'll speak to them. But if I don't know you, I'm not gonna. 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna say anything unless I just feel like talking to someone. Unless you're a woman or something like that or whatever. But even some cases, even if you're a woman, I still might not say anything. It just depends on what type of mood I'm in. But I don't take this. Is why the idea of being rejected, I always kind of looked at it like it's kind of a joke, because look, I don't know you and you don't know me, and if I say something that you don't like, okay, see you later, alligator. I'm never gonna ever see you again. So it's like what people think of you and what people say about you, whether it's in your face or behind your back, that's a reflection of themselves. It's not really that serious. You know, really. You might say they're ignorant. You might say they're racist. You might say, regardless, it ain't got nothing to do with you. Now if somebody touch you, oh, that's a different story. You got to defend yourself. You got to look out for yourself. But at this point in my life, I already know who I am. I already know what I'm capable of. I already know how I get down, how I operate. So regardless of what anybody else say, it don't even matter at this point. I mean, I've been living long enough where I've gotten past that stage of me worrying about what other people are like gonna think about me and all that. This doesn't matter to me no more. I mean, the only two people that I put a lot of thought into worrying about what they're going to think about me is my parents. And they're not here anymore. They're deceased. So anybody else is kind of like, okay, if you don't like me, okay, you get over it. See you later. It is what it is, man. You know, what up? What up? I walk past people normally until I see a chick with a thick body that basically just hijacked my eyes. Exactly. I'm like, I do the same thing. Yeah, I do the same thing. If somebody gets my attention, of course it has to be in a positive way. Yeah. But other than that, I'm kind of like in a zone when I'm out and about. Of course, I pay attention to my surroundings or whatever. But, you know, most people out here, most people don't even pay attention to their surroundings. They're like fucking robots out here. You ever been in New York City? You know what I'm talking about. People are like robots up there. Everybody's walking around, walking straight, walking fast too, boy. You know, nobody's gonna say anything to you unless they know you, or unless they trying to get your attention because unless you're on like Times Square in that area, because people are trying to get your attention in that area because they're doing tricks. So they're trying to get the tip money. But outside of Times Square, people are like fucking robots up there. It's like everybody's walking fast, and if you, I played around when I was in New York I think it was like one weekend. I started speaking to people, and they got just to get them very uncomfortable. If you say hello to somebody, they be looking like their eyes get all big, like, oh God, why are you speaking to me? People are crazy as cat. They're like roaches up there. Nobody speak to nobody that won't even say hello. They'll look you in your eye and won't speak. Crazy as cat. It takes a special person to do that. They look you in your eyes and don't speak. It takes a special person to do that. I can't do that. If I don't want to speak, I just won't look you in your eyes at all. I'll act like you're invisible. This is stuff that makes me laugh. This is why I don't take people serious. I just really don't. Now, I realize that you got to work with some of these people too. Some of them are idiots. So if you got to work with some of these people, maybe you got a boss or a supervisor or something like that. Now, I didn't work with a bunch of Donald Trumps out here on these jobs. Look, man, most of them don't last long though on these jobs. They don't last long. And I've seen a lot of people come and go. That's like that. See, here's the deal about a lot of these people, the Donald Trump types that work these jobs. Most of the time, they're going to get themselves in trouble. Just give it time. If you work with somebody like this, give it time. They're going to end up getting fired. Or they're going to get them up out of there. Because what happens is, see, a lot of these big companies especially, they don't mind you thinking a certain type of way, but just don't say it to everybody in the workplace. That's the thing. See, that's not saying that they don't think the same way that Donald Trump thinks. They just don't want it to leak out in the workplace because that's bad for business. So what happens is these guys and girls that walk around the workplace telling people how they feel about black people and the rest of us, they usually get them up out of there because they be like, look, this person, this is causing too much trouble and this is bad for business. And see, they don't want them to, they don't like, management don't like when people make them look bad. They don't like that. It doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter your nationality. They don't like when people make them look bad. So this is why a lot of these people end up getting fired. Now, sometimes some people will quit because they're like, I'm tired of working around this. I'm like, nah, don't quit, bro. Nah, don't quit. Let them fire you, but don't quit. Just don't take these people serious. Like I said, I don't. I mean, what they're gonna now, if they grab you, okay, that's a different story. But they ain't gonna do that. They're just gonna, I don't know, they might give you some different, I don't know, different duties to do or whatever, but it's not really that serious. They might say something to you don't like. Oh, okay, whatever. You know. Then if you go too far, you be like, hey, we can talk about this after work. 9 times out of 10, he gonna back off when you say that. Or he gonna be looking crazy, like, what do you mean? You know, so yeah, that's that could mean anything. That could be taken any type of way. You know what I'm saying? So he can't say it's a threat because it ain't a threat. See, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Most of the time. You know? You have to be a master of words. You gotta know how to get these people off your ass on these jobs. And you ain't got it. It's nothing to be upset over either, by the way. It's nothing to be upset over at all. Because off top, you should not go on these jobs thinking that you're going to get the best treatment in the world. Hell no. That's the wrong mindset to have. Think you're going to get the best treatment and you're going to have a lovely day 5 days a week working the job. Hell no. I've never seen it like that before. I've never had that experience before. And I done worked hundreds of jobs. Probably every type of job you can name of, except I never worked in a restaurant. That's probably about the only place I never worked. A restaurant or nothing around water. You know, like I know some people stay in the Bay Area or in the swamps. I ain't never hunt for no gators and not done no shit like that. You know, I ain't never done that type of work. Yeah, I heard about it, so that's why I've never done that before. Never worked at a restaurant. What else I never done before? You know, I've done construction. I've done the corporate jobs. I've done office work. I've done what else? Sales jobs. I've done all type of jobs, man. Customer service, customer support. Hey, man, you name it. You know. Sharp. I recently had a chick at a party that was basically stared at me for like a good 6 seconds straight at a party. I said, "What up?" to her, and she turns her head in an agonizing, ignoring fashion. So what? After thinking about it, I believe when you said that lots of chicks have terrible social skills, I mean, damn, I thought that was bad, but at least I'm open and willing to conversate. If the other person is friendly, yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of people have bad social skills. Yeah, no doubt about it. You know, a lot of women are petty when it comes to situations just like you just described. Now, she could have just introduced herself and started talking to you, but she didn't do it because she's don't know how to handle the shit. You know, it's like it's kind of like a story that I told at the last job I used to have when I was in North Carolina, where the supervisor had a thing for me, but she didn't know how to go about it the right way. she just started to fucking harass me. You know, it's that type of deal. That's bad social skills. That's petty. That's like high school shit. You know what I mean? Hit the like button, hit the thumbs up. Yeah, that's petty. A lot of women have this bad social skills, man. Not just people in general, though. Really. But, you know, you kind of have to. Don't get caught off guard. I can't tell you how many times I went on a plane trip, a vacation, or went to a resort. And I got on the plane and somebody was like, hey, what do you do? Are you a athlete, entertainer? What do you do? If you're at a resort, like someplace in Florida, it's always some older white woman that's always saying, hey, when'd you guys get here? Like, what? Who are you? You know, it's that type of deal, you know. All these people out here at this damn pool, you're gonna walk your ass all the way over here to see who we are. This done happened a few times. You know, this is like, and this is quite common too. This is not like just me. I've talked to many other black people or non-white people, especially, and it's the same old thing. You know, it's like, well, I'll be gone. Who are you? You play basketball? Hell no. Or if you're going through the not going through the airport, if you get to your destination airport, oh boy. You know, I mean, I remember one time I went to somewhere and I had to empty my whole goddamn bag out. All my shit. I'm like, I got turned around 3 times and had to empty all my shit out my suitcase. What for? And I'm the only one out of everybody, out of 300 and something people on the plane. I'm the only one. It's ridiculous, man. And you know what the excuse was? That, hey, we don't have a lot of black people that come through here. That's non-military or that's not military. So I'm like, so that makes it okay for me to get turned around 3 times and have my bag emptied. And I had a big bag. This ain't no little bag. I had a big bag full of shit. And there's the you know, to justify that is, hey, we don't have a lot of black people that come through here that's not military. So it's been a while since that happened. That's why you were stopped. And you know, it's crazy. And if you and if like when you go on vacation, you know, most people like to go to the best spots, best restaurants, the best clubs, stay at the best resorts, etc. Right? Oh boy, when you go to these places, and you know, it ain't gonna be too many black people there. It's usually not. Just not even a handful. And it's always gonna be somebody that's old. It's usually an older white woman. I mean, every time, yo. I mean, it's like this has happened many times. She wants to know what's going on, and a lot of these white women on the low, they're making passes at me in front of the girl that I'm with most of the time. I found that to be hilarious. You know, it's crazy out here, man. So you got to be ready for that type of those type of situations, those type of people. Can't take it that serious. You know, that's just a part of the game, man. You know, you just have to know what to say and how to handle it. That's all. You know, especially when you're around other groups of people, because other groups of people, they function very different. And to us, you might say, hey, they being disrespectful. You know, they are, but they don't look at it like that. You know, because that they the way that's how they function. You know, it's kind of weird. It's kind of like well, I remember when I went to Japan. If you go to Japan, and let's say you have a Japanese girl, Japanese guys will say, "Oh, your girlfriend is she's very pretty." They'll keep saying it over and over. You know. Yeah. And then they might give you a comment too, compliment too. And see, us like if a guy gives me a compliment, say, "Hey, you're handsome," I'm like, that's kind of uncomfortable to me because I'm not gay. So then they'll be like, "Oh no, no, I didn't mean it like that." You know, yeah. So see, to them, that's what they do, but that ain't what we do. You know. What up, John? Also, I agree when you and Apple Mac said that chicks expect us to read their minds. Yeah, they do expect us to read their mind. And some of them will come out and say it. I've heard women come out and actually say that. And if you can't read their minds, they'll say you ain't the one for them. Which that's funny. And get mad when we can't figure out whatever is bothering them. Yeah, that happens all the time. We're supposed to be mind readers. You know, mind readers. You have to be a psychologist out here. A cosmic warrior. You got to be a psychologist. A streetologist. Heard somebody say that the other day. Streetologist. I thought about this after watching another dude's video, and he was explaining how, when talking to an ex, he doesn't want to deal with it since they say stuff like, "You just don't understand me." Yeah, that's just, I don't take that shit serious. You don't understand me. Nobody does. Apparently. Look around. Yeah, I think every guy has been through that. If not, keep living. They will. It makes for it being impossible to have a rational conversation. You can't having a rational conversation with a woman. Sometimes it depends on. You can't do it all the time. You can do it sometimes. It depends on what type of state of mind the woman is in. You know, it just depends. But you can't do that all the time. You can't rationalize stuff with women all the time. That ain't gonna work. Because women go in and out. They're emotional 1 minute about something, then you can probably rationalize about something. You can be logical on something, you know. Then they're very illogical on certain things. So women kind of go up and down, you know. That's pretty much that's just how they are, you know, really. which you can kind of that you can work that into in your favor though. I'm not saying you should take advantage of women, but you can work with that. I do all the time. You have to be around the woman long enough to know how how her mind works. You know, you can say the right words to a woman, and she'll go all in her feelings. you know, so you can use that to your advantage, and with good intent, though. Yeah, no bad intentions. You know, don't be them type of fellas. It's a lot of fellas out here like that, man. A lot of guys start acting like women out here. They'd be like, they running game just like the women. I'd be like, oh, come on, man. You don't really got to do it like that. Yeah, that's exactly how dudes talk to women who pour out their vulnerabilities, then get in them draws just for being a listening ear. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, see that's kind of risky. That's kind of you're kind of taking advantage. You're kind of manipulating the situation. And once you smash, then you're gonna move on, and she gonna be thinking, well, this dude just took advantage of me. And then you don't know what she gonna come back with. Might come back, hit you with a rape charge. Oh no, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying just in general. A lot of guys, they get down like that. You know, that's what I call backdoor sex. That's backdoor sex. Dudes be like, they'll say anything to get in the panties. That's kind of dangerous there. They'll lead the girl on thinking that he wants to be in a relationship with her, and as soon as he hit, he'll leave her alone. I mean, oh no. See, this is how a lot of guys get caught up. A lot of guys get caught up like that because that's bait and switch, man. You know, and some guys will be like, "Well, hell, man, they do it to us." Hey, man, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm looking out for me. I don't care what nobody else is doing. I only care about what I'm doing. But most dudes don't give a shit. Most people, period, are heartless. But many people are stupid, including them dumbass chicks. Yeah, but I don't worry about what they doing. I'm only worried about what I'm doing. Because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna live my life, and nobody's gonna live your life either. I don't care. A lot of people are heartless. A lot of people are dumb and stupid and ignorant. But that's them. Let them keep doing what they're doing, and you keep doing what you're doing. I learned a long time ago that you can't follow everything that everybody else is doing, even if it looks like you can do it. You know what I mean? Even if it looks like you can do it, you can't follow what everybody else is doing. Because it might not work for you. It might not. You know? Sharp, is this exactly the situation? How many marriages get fucked up? Well, marriages get fucked up, bro, because ooh, some of these people shouldn't have gotten married in the first place. So that's that. I mean, the whole shit was a sham from the get go. Really. And yeah, a lot of people that get in relationships, marriages, especially. The thing about marriage, man, it's too many moving parts. You got the family on both sides. You got the family on one side. Think the family on the other side ain't. They think one side of the family think they're better than the family on the other side, and the mom is whispering in the daughter's ear, and all kind of, and the friends are telling her shit, and people at work is telling her shit, and if she's weak minded, she'll get sucked in. And then it ain't no telling why she wanted to get married to you, or why she accepted your offer. You don't really know her intentions. Most guys don't. You know, you really don't. Some women got married to guys because they wanted more freedom. All kind of silly shit. They treat marriage like it's a damn. I don't know. They don't. They're not serious about it. Some chick complaining about her husband. They complain about their husbands all the time. Old school standards is gone. Uh, I think so. Majority of the time, you know. See, most people, the reason why they losing in with marriage is because marriages wasn't for the working class in the first place. A lot of people don't know that. That's why a lot of people are losing, failing. Marriage wasn't for the working class. Never. Marriage was for the rich and the wealthy. That's why it doesn't work out for most people like it used to. Because they don't know why marriages came about. They don't even know what it's all about in most of the time, in most cases. How you gonna get married? How you gonna do anything and don't know what it's all about and how it came about? That's the stupidest shit I ever seen. You know, marriage wasn't about no damn love. It had nothing to do with that. So, marriage today is kind of like a trend, just something that looks good. It's all for show. That's what it's all about today. And when everybody's gone, once the ceremony's over, then it's like, okay, well, where do we go from here? They lose and fail in a marriage because they don't buy Love Can't Wait by Sharp. Plus, dudes are just choosing wrong. Yeah. Yeah, they need to go buy my book. A lot of guys need to go buy it bad. And you know what's crazy? I can't prove this. I can't prove this. This is just an idea that I have. I think some guys that I still know to this day, they don't want to, I don't think they want to be around me because of what I say on YouTube. I'm not, I don't have no proof of that, but it's some guys that I know personally back in North Carolina. They hear what I say and on here, and they don't want to hang with me no more. That's weird, man. Jesse Williams screwed himself. His former wife already made great money, but since he's a star, she is entitled to his lifestyle. Well, he left. That's his fault. I don't know I don't know why he left. I don't know. Maybe he wanted peace of mind. I don't know what. You don't really know people's relationships, man. I don't know. But hopefully it was worth $100K a month. He left her just because he wanted to be with another woman. Well, that ain't good enough. You gotta have a better reason than that. Just because you want to be with another woman. Shit. Maybe it's worth it. I don't know. Hopefully it works out with the other woman. If it doesn't work out with the other woman, boy, he's a dumbass. If it ain't the guys, it's their woman that don't want you around their men. Showing them the game. Man, that is freaking crazy. Oh, yeah, it is crazy. But, hey, man, it is what it is. Now, I've known people that done this to other people. So, I'm not surprised something like this would happen to me. The North Carolina guys, jealousy, they feeling bad because they are beta males. I don't know. I mean, I don't really talk to them that often. So, when I went to North Carolina, well, this is like a month ago now. I told people that I was in town. So I said, yo, I'll be in town for the weekend for the wedding that I went to. So I said, yo, man, let's link up before I leave. I'm leaving Monday. I ain't got no phone calls back from a couple of people. I didn't even got a phone call back, yo. You could at least call back and say something. I didn't even get a phone call back. God damn. Shit. I talked about the situation with an older woman at the salon. She said that a woman is entitled to a star's lifestyle. Burglary is real. Well, that's the judge's decision. That's a judge decision. I mean, forget what the woman said at the salon. Who cares what she thinks? That's the judge's decision. Man, I think they didn't get permission, yo. Maybe they did get permission to call back. I don't know. If that's the case, if you gotta have permission to call somebody back, boy, you're in trouble. Well, you're like a slave. God damn. How can it be taken down? How can it be taken down? How can what be taken down? Hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. Oh, check out my Patreon. The Patreon is where the magic happens at. Patreon is where the real magic happens at. And the killer game is over at badboysecretsclub.com. Splash! Splash in the house. Hey, check out Everybody, go subscribe to Splash's channel. Head above water. I mean, it is even smart. Too many of you are rich, though. I see no benefits with marriage if they aren't in it for a long haul. Yeah, marriage is for rich people and the wealthy. I mean, if you're a rich guy and you're a wealthy guy, wealthy from a wealthy family, that's who it's for. It's perfect for them. But if you're not rich or wealthy, it's and if you get married, there's a lot of the failure rate is very high. There's a lot of things against you. There's a lot of things that you must do in order to maintain your marriage as a man. And a lot of guys don't know what they are. It's on the guy. Most of it. Most of the marriage responsibilities is on the guy. If the guy don't do it, if the guy don't take the lead, the woman ain't gonna do it. I'll tell you that much. Because the woman don't even know. You know? Zob 70. What up? How can their power be bought down to the same BS the dudes have to go? Shit. We know who make the laws and public policies. Keeping it 100. Marriage is about owning and having property to overturn to the bloodline. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, the people that make the laws and public policy, they're the ones that have this shit the way it is out here. Yeah. As long as women keep spending money in this economy, nothing's going to change. As far as the laws go, and the opportunities, women going to keep getting opportunities. More and more. You know, it's going to keep going. The world is fast nowadays. Yeah. In as far as anything that's technology driven, yeah, it's pretty fast. But I mean, people don't cherish this one person anymore. I'm gonna have to disagree with that, Cosmic Warrior. Some people do cherish one person. It depends on who you are. Depends on who you are. If you that dude, if you the truth, if you spitting that hot fire, and you laying that thing down, you're gonna always be remembered. Hey man, I'm just keeping it 100. All right, man, take it easy. Spitting that hot fire. I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna work on all women. No, some women are just broken. Some women are programmed. So the programming is deep with some of these women. So that ain't gonna work if they're pre-programmed and broken inside, it's nothing you can really do to hold those types of women attention. But assuming that she don't got a lot of baggage, it usually works. What I just said. Yeah, man. It usually works, man. How can I seduce Asian women? You can't seduce them, man. Yeah, that's what that dude asked me, man. That show was hilarious. Dude said, man, how do I seduce the Japanese women, man? I don't think you can, bro. I think that shit's impossible. The programming is strong over there, boy. Ooh wee. That shit is in cement. God. Man. Ooh wee. Unhackable. Unhackable. The first one. Yeah, exactly. They say it's an old saying. I heard somebody said, nobody ever gets seduced that didn't want to be seduced. I agree with that 100%, John. 100%. I agree with that. No one ever gets seduced that didn't want to get seduced. But the women in places like Japan and Korea, they don't have no concept of seduction. Only thing they believe in trickery. Because everything's a trick. Let's trick them. Trick them. Let's trick them into thinking something. And after a certain point, we'll pull the cat out the bag. Ah! Then you'd be like, wait a minute. Hey, I thought you said this and that. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't do that anymore. What? It's just that type of deal. And then they apologize and they think you're supposed to go along with it. It's that type of deal. It's that type of deal. If you get with look, this is just my opinion. If you get with a Japanese girl or a Korean girl, you need more than one woman. One ain't gonna do. Not even close. I'm telling you. That's just my opinion, man. That's been my experience too. I said, man, there's no way in hell there's no way in hell I can be in a relationship steady with just you. There's no way. You can't even talk to a lot of these women about anything. If you go to work, maybe you got mistreated at work or had a hard day. You go home to your girlfriend or your wife and tell her what happened. She don't want to hear that shit. She's like, work harder. In Japan, it's a shogunai. 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 That's all you're going to hear. They're like, what? Work harder. I can't work no harder. This is the best I can do. They're like, oh, man. Shit. I'm telling. And don't talk about anything that's in the media. Oh, boy. They get very uncomfortable, boy. That's a new shogun. That's a new shirt. Nah. No, that ain't no shirt in that. I ain't doing that. No, I'll pass on that one, John. I should have had that shirt by tomorrow, John. Sweet Mac a bitch. I should have that shirt tomorrow. Should be done by tomorrow. True. I told one Japanese woman, you need hobbies and interests. She said, I have hobby. I watch TV every day. Exactly, Kendall. You know what I'm talking about. They love it. Hey, man, they love that TV, man. I'm telling you. They love Netflix. Netflix. And it's something else they like, man. I can't remember. Something else they got in Japan. I forgot what it is. But they like Netflix over here. They like Netflix here in America, for sure. And they like TV shows like Scandal. And something else they like, man. You know, they love that TV, man. I'm telling you. That television program in Japan is something else. Oh, hell. Yeah, I know, right? In Japan, their television is, man, it's special. That's all. It's strong over there. I'm like, God damn. I mean, they actually look at this shit. Damn. I remember like when I remember I went back to Japan 2016 to visit for like that was about 10 days to see my man that's over there. You know, that we used to be in the Navy together. So I spent like 5 days around the base because he stayed near the base, and 5 days in Tokyo. So I was looking at TV, man, right? And it always seems like every time some major commercial comes on, if it's like a big brand company like Costco, did you know they got Costco in Japan now? I went to Costco. Everybody, hey, Costco full of foreigners, man. Costco full of foreigners working in there, man. There's a couple Japanese in there, but it's full of foreigners in there. It seems like all the people that don't got a base job, that if they're not working on the base, the next stop is Costco. So, man, when I was looking at TV, every time some major commercial come on there from like a big brand, Costco, AT&T, Sprint, Fridays, any of these big companies, right? It's always a Japanese guy and a white woman. So I'm like, wait a minute. This is interesting here. You know, how come it can't be a Japanese girl with the Japanese guy? And I asked the people that was around me at the time, hey, what do you think about that? Is it like this all the time? You know, I ain't been here in 16 years. So is it like this all the time now? They was like, oh yeah, it's been like that for past 5 years now. Yeah. I'm like, damn. I asked them, hey, how do you feel about that? They say, well, it's okay. That television program in Japan, they do weird shit and show people's reactions to show you how you should feel about the situation. Yeah, man. You know, look, man, all at this point, Japan is starting to remind me of Guam. Now, it's starting to remind me of Guam. Now, it's just a European colony. That's what Japan reminds me of now. Anybody that's been to Guam know what I'm talking about. And I've never seen so many Caucasians. When I went to Tokyo, white people everywhere. I said, God damn. It's a different place, man. I'm telling you, I was surprised. Because even in the small towns, if you go there, I was like, when I used to hang out in the smaller towns, I'm like the only foreigner there. Now, oh no. If you go to the small towns in Japan now, you ain't gonna be the only foreigner there. You gonna see somebody else. You gonna see them backpackers out there mostly. Oh, it's changed a lot, man. I was kind of surprised, but then again, I'm not surprised. You know, the world's changing everywhere, man. But I tell you what, somebody asked me if I would I move over there. Hell no. What the hell I'm gonna do over there? No way. Uh-uh. Teach English? Hell no. They don't pay enough for that. They don't pay enough for English over there. Not for me, anyway. I'll stay over here in America and teach English for that amount that they're paying. No way. Can't do it. But hey, guys, it's been real. You know, check out my Patreon, just like I said. You know, check out badboysecretsclub.com. Like this video, share this video, give me a thumbs up. Any questions, concerns, or whatever. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.